Hey everybody, I'm live again on YouTube, and it's hot over here. It's very hot today. Where I'm working usually during the week, or I shouldn't say usually, that's where I work during the week, it's about 90, and up here it's about 85. And I say up here because I'm in a Pennsylvania area, and that's northwest of where I usually work, and it's still darn hot. So I'm going to drive to a lake. Usually you have to pay to go up there in the summer, but now that the summer season is over, I'm sure it's free. I'm not sure if they'll allow swimming, but I don't know. I'm going to go up there. Ooh, this lady on the bike almost came to the road. I'm going to go up there and see if I can go for a swim. I know I'm getting comments. I'm driving. I can't really read the comments right now. I'm a few minutes from my location. I probably should get there in about 5 minutes. So if I can talk about nothing for the next 5 minutes, then I'll be there, and it should be painless for everybody. Or if you want to take a break, even though you just started watching this, go to the bathroom or something. Go make some coffee, Timmy's, and then come back if you want to. So right now I'm stuck in traffic. I can turn the camera around and see. There's a little bit of traffic over here. There's a light up ahead. So as soon as these people get out of my way, they don't understand I'm making a video over here. I got places to go, locations to film. Not really. Well, I should have done this early in the day. It's really my fault. So, but it's hot over here. I'm good. I'm glad I have my AC running. Leaving it facing forward. I really don't have. Hey, Ross Newman. When I'm going back to get some pizza in Michigan, I don't know. I don't know when I'll be back in Michigan. I have no idea. It might be a while before I go out to Michigan. I'll be able to see the comments when I stop. I think it's just this. It's just this light over here. It should be clear after this light, I think. So let me see what the comments say. Singh says afternoon, good afternoon from Seattle. Good afternoon, Singh. Oops, I'm covering the camera when I do that. Michael Gilliam says what? Only warm here. Finally got my inverter fixed, so I'm keeping cool. Cool. Very cool. Autumn. Nancy says that autumn is here in Iowa. I've heard that it's been really hot over there in that area. Maybe it's more west. I'm really looking forward. I should have gotten up early. I mean, I was up late last night, and then I woke up around 9 something, almost 10 o'clock, and I was wondering why it was so hot early in the morning, and I didn't realize that it was that late. So I made breakfast. While I made breakfast and ate breakfast, I tried watching a movie that I had downloaded from Amazon, but from Prime, you can just download the videos and then watch when you don't have good service. And where I was parked, I didn't have good service. So, but that movie, I had tried to watch it before, but and now I finished watching it. But it was just, it's one of those movies that you wonder, why the heck did I ever watch this thing? Anyway, so I procrastinated all morning, and now it's 2:30, and I'm driving to the lake, trying to cool down a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to succeed. Maybe I should have done this when I was up there and not driving and not paying attention to the comments. But, well, when I get up here, I'm going to face the camera forward because then I'm not going to have as much traffic. There's no lights. It's a straight shot to where. Buddy, behave yourself. Buddy's not behaving himself. Oh, come on, AC. Wow, it's so hot. I feel like I'm back in the summertime again. I thought summer was over and we were beginning to get some cool days. And I'm like, wow, this feels nice. No humidity. And now all of a sudden the humidity is back. The heat is back. Well, I got stuff for this lady. She wants to cross the road. Go ahead. There's a flea market over here of some. Come on. See right there. And the lady wanted to cross the road. So, come on. How do I press this camera? There you go. I'm going to hold the camera like this for a while until I get up here, and then once I get out of this traffic, then I'll turn the camera around. All right. Here we go. Turning the camera. Beautiful day. Sorry about that. I got somebody trying to call me. It's a beautiful day. Do you see something different on the trees? Look at that. I noticed a couple of weeks ago, the leaves are beginning to change. Now this road right here, I'm going to get the phone closer to me so you probably can hear me better. But this road right here, I'm very familiar with it. I climbed this road on my bike in 2013. I climbed this hill 5.5 miles up 37 times. Up the hill 37 times. One day I climbed it 4 times up and down. And yeah, so I'm very familiar with all the little details of this road. Sorry about the shaky video. Trying to turn the camera around. There we go. All right, that's better. So this is a beautiful area, but next month, probably by mid-October, all these leaves will be peak season. You're going to have bright reds and bright yellows, and it's going to be a lot colder, and that means winter is coming and snow is coming. So just bear with me while I do this drive. I'm not far from there. I'm about maybe 4 miles away, going uphill. I don't know if you could hear me well. I don't have the mic connected. This is my other. This is my. Is this not? This is the wrong connection. All these different connections. This is the wrong. This is the wrong connection. So. Maybe I'll like this so you can see a little bit out the window. I know it's too bright, but at least you can see something. This hill of I can't talk. I need water. I just realized I haven't done much drinking today. My mouth is dried up. This hill is 5.5 miles up to the top, and averages about 5%. Now, a couple places like right over here, it's going to be a little bit flat, but buddy, come on, you're letting me down here. But some parts are very steep, like up on top, they're over 20% incline. So it's not an easy climb. I used to time myself from the bottom of the hill to the top of the hill, and my best time, I think it was 36 minutes to go the 5.5 miles. I think it was 36 minutes, or maybe less than that. Now, every year they have a race here, and I time myself from the place where they begin to where they end, and I was training to see if I could maybe one day enter that race, and then when I stopped, I was not even close, because some of the women that climb this hill, they do it in about 20 minutes or less. And I was doing in 36 minutes. Maybe I did it a little faster. I don't remember. I have everything written down, so maybe I can look at it and see what my times were. But what happened over here? Oh, there's a truck going up the hill. Traffic jam. Let me see. Wow, there's a truck up there going really slow with this hill. Look at that. So we got a little mini traffic jam. This over here is really steep. I don't know if you can tell, but it begins to be steep right there. And this was like a test to me when I was coming up the hill. When I would get to this point, I could feel when my legs were good. And it's an amazing experience when you train for a while, and then you just feel your legs. You just feel like you can go hard and you can push, and you're not slowing down. You're not really getting tired. And I could just tell when I was going to break my own record. So yeah, this is a little bit of an incline right here, and then it goes a little less of an incline, and then goes into the park, and then it goes steep again. So I'm right now, I think I'm only about 1.5 miles from the lake. Once I get there, I can read your comments. I don't see any comments being written, so maybe that's a good thing. This way I don't have to go back and read so many. All right, going in. Buddy, you did it again. Stop that. You're making me look bad over here. Buddy, I'm not telling you again. Darn it. All right, so here, oh, this place is packed. You used to have to pay here. Don't have to pay anymore. I'm probably 1/2 mile from the lake. And body does it again. I don't know if I have good service up here or not, so hopefully I don't lose. What lake? It's a lake with water in it, Frank. Hopefully there's still water in it. There's a lot of people here. I can turn this around. There's other parking over here, I think. I don't know. Let me just go in here. I don't know if the lake is open. I guess I should have driven the other way to see if the lake was open. Darn it. I'm just going to stop here for a second so I can read the comments, and then I go to the lake. All right, I'm going to put you right there. It's raining in Golden, Colorado. Hey, bad boy. Bad boy is in central New Jersey. Stephen Ward is in UK. Am I going west or south for the winter? I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see. Oh no, I'm close to where I am, Frank. I'm not far away. I'm in New Jersey, so. Bad idea to drive and take video. Well, the camera is right here, so I'm focusing on the drive. Thank you, Linda. Very kind of you. Hi, Carol. 78 in Phoenix. Wow. It's hotter over here than it is in Phoenix. So, I don't know if I should go to... I'm not going to take you to the lake because... Yeah. I'm not going to take you. It's probably a bad idea. 87 in New Jersey. Well, I am in New Jersey, and it's about 85 here. It all depends where you are. So I really want to go in the lake. Should I go in the lake? I got my shorts. Actually, I should go get my shorts. Yeah, I'll bring you with me. Okay. Got my red shorts. These are my swimming shorts. They just happen to be red. I can take body for a swim. Yeah. Oh, Robert has a good question. What time of the year was it when you purchased your van, and what kept you warm in the winter? I bought my van in the spring. I have this written down somewhere, and I'm trying to remember. It was March, April. So it was either April or May that I bought the van. Then I parked it for about 2 weeks, and then I drove back and forth to work and to the house that I used to have for about 3 weeks. Excuse me, for about 3 weeks, and then I started living in it on a weekend while I was going to work, and then I'm sorry, during the week while I was going to work, and then on the weekend I would go to the house I used to have and work on a van. So, but you want to know what kept me warm in the winter? I had a body heater. I bought a body heater, the smaller one, and that's what kept me warm in the winter. So, but I also, but that was during the week. On the weekends, since I turned the electricity back on my house, in my house, I didn't have running water, at least in certain parts of the house. I didn't have hot water because I had pipes that had burst and all that. And so during the weekend, I had an electrical heater that I would plug into the house, right? And then I would keep myself warm with the electrical heater on the weekends. During the week, the body heater. So that's what I had for a while until I installed my Webasto. I still have my body heater. It's still the original one that I had, and if I need it, it's still available to be used. Hopefully, it will still work. If not, there's always places that sell them. So I hope that helps, Robert. Yeah, Robert is asking, getting used to the van life must have been a transition. Not for me, no. I I didn't have any issues. In the beginning, all I had was an empty shell, right, an empty van, and I started sleeping near where I was working, and I bought an airbag, and that's all I had. I had a couple boxes and bags with stuff that I needed for work. I had an air mattress that I would deflate and fold away every day because when I opened my doors, I didn't want people to see what I had in the back because at the time nobody knew that what I was doing. Now people know, so it doesn't matter. But at the time nobody knew, so I didn't really want, you know I didn't care if people found out, but I didn't want to say anything. So that's all I had, and I had a couple fans. I didn't have any vents. My only ventilation was from my front windows. Um, I have I have these rain guards, and with the rain guards, I can open my window a couple of inches. Okay, there's a couple of inches right there, and you can't see the window open from the outside because of this rain guard. And oh, I need power. So that's all I had, and I was fine. And I slept. 1 second. Okay, I think it's plugged in. So I slept the first summer in the back of my van with just the windows cracked open a little bit. I said that yesterday, and then a couple fans circulating the air, and the swamp cooler that I made, and that's how I slept my first summer in van. And really, really, bye, Carol. So really, you don't need much to be happy in a van. If I didn't have what I have right now, I would still be happy. But everything that I got is an extra step, an extra level of comfort. So when I got my vents, that was an extra level of comfort. Then I got my solar installed. That's an extra level of comfort because now I have lights. I can just click a button and I have lights ready to go. Right, I don't have to keep changing batteries like I had before. Now I can have a refrigerator. I don't have to keep buying ice. In the summer, I would be spending about $5 or more a day on ice. So my refrigerator in about 6 months paid for itself just from the fact that I'm not buying ice every day. So everything that I've gotten is like an extra level of comfort. None of those things obviously are necessary to be happy because I could have been living in my car and still be happy. So, yeah, everything adds an extra level of comfort, and I think it's important. Each person is different. Each person needs to find the level of comfort that they need. So, for me, I'm at that level that I don't need much else. Maybe some more battery power, and that's one of the things that I thought I was going to have for this summer, and I don't think it's going to happen. So for next summer, I'm going to double the amount of battery power that I have, and I want to get a another Dometic refrigerator. So I'm going to have two Dometic refrigerators, and the other one I'm going to use as a freezer. And what I'm going to do is on the weekends, I'm going to take one day. I'm going to do some shopping. I'm going to go to a place like this where I can cook outside, where they have these grills. All I need to buy is charcoal, and I'm going to cook a few different meals. And then I'm going to let the stuff cool down a little bit. I'm going to put them in bags, freezer bags, and then I'm going to put them in my freezer. This way, I'll make enough food for like 2 or 3 weeks if I can, and then every time I need a meal, I just go in there, take a meal, and it's already ready to go. And by doing that, I'm calculating that after a few months, the money that I save on food, it will pay for the batteries that I'm going to buy, and will pay for the refrigerator. So it's an investment that's going to pay dividends not far down the road. So it's another level of comfort. Hi Jerry, it's hot. It's hot. Oops, what did I do? Uh, what? Oh, thank you, Robert. Um, I'm sorry that they got kicked out and they live in their cars. When I bought my van, if I couldn't have bought the van, if I still had my car, if I had to live in my car, I would have lived. I would have lived in my car. So I think when you don't have a lot of money, right? And I think that's one of the reasons a lot of people get into this lifestyle is that they didn't have a lot of money to begin with. Because I was paying so much money to my attorney and all, it seems like everything was sucking money out of my pockets. As fast as I could make money was being sucked out. So I knew I couldn't go and get an apartment because I didn't know if I could afford to pay the apartment at certain times of the year. And a van payment, I knew I could make. So that's why I decided to get the van because I knew I could at least make the van payment. And with the van, I knew I didn't have to travel back and forth to whatever I lived. I could just stay in my van. And that's how I got into the van thing. The van, the van. It's to me, it's not necessarily a lifestyle. It's not a. It's just my home, and it's on wheels, and whatever I go. Right now, I'm here at this park by the lake, which I haven't seen yet, and I want to go for a swim soon. But to me, it's just whatever I go, whatever I am, there's my home. Right now, I'm here, and my home is here with me, and I'm not trying to make any statements. It's just something that happened. I mean, this is my home. This is where I live, and that's it. It's no big deal to me. Hi, Keith. Keith says hello. Yes, Truth Sets You Free says, my van has prevented me from being homeless after my divorce. I have a roof over my head. That's exactly it. You have a roof over your head. It's so, what's the right word? It's an amazing feeling when I'm in here and it's pouring rain outside or it's freezing cold outside and I'm in my van and I'm nice and comfortable. I'm making breakfast or lunch or dinner and I'm very comfortable and I know that outside it's freezing and or raining and it's my home and I can go to sleep and it's an amazing feeling knowing that you have this thing that protects you and that's basically what we all humans need, right? We need some basics. We need food, shelter, and health. So if we have those things, if we have those needs met, we don't need much else. So Gregory Sylvan, he says that he lives in his semi truck, that he lost everything, my house, two cars, bank account because of a divorce. So things happen. I didn't choose to get divorced. I didn't want to go there, but I we couldn't live together anymore anyway. So and after the divorce, I didn't have much. I still don't have much, but I don't need much. I have my van and it's my home. So if you find a car to live in or a van or a truck, whatever you can find, that's all you need, you know. And right now, I don't think we can't predict what the future will bring. Right now, I don't think I will ever buy a house. I don't see myself doing that. I may buy a piece of land somewhere so I can go there and park my van and be on my own land. But buying a house, I don't think I'm going to be doing that. But like with everything else in life, we can never say uh, this is what I'm going to do because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. Yeah, Jerry is mentioning that he's showing this lifestyle to his kids, so that if they want to live like this, I mean it's a great way if you want to live in a van or an RV for a while, and then you save up, and then you can buy a house if you want. And I guess a lot of people do that. They live in a van for a while or a small RV, and then after they save money, they go out and buy a house that they want to buy. I've been there. I've had a house. I loved it when I had my house. Don't get me wrong. I loved living there. I never thought I'd be living in a van. I was never into vans or RVs or any of that stuff. But once all this mess happened, then I came into live in a van, and now my perspective has changed. I don't want to live in a house again because I like the idea. I like the idea of being able to go anywhere I want, especially when I'm not working. I can go anywhere I want, and my home is with me. I don't have to leave my house behind, rent a car or take my car and drive somewhere and pay for hotels and all that stuff. I can go. I can be anywhere I want to be, and my house is with me. Right now, I'm over here by the lake. I can go for a swim, and then I can come back, and my home is right here. So yeah, I like my home. Uh, Robert, you saying after the D word, the big D word? What does that mean? Robert says, Lewis, you give a lot of troubled people hope after the big D word. You make living in the wheels look fun and free. What's the big D word? Oh, okay. Well, look, I'm not advocating that people get divorced so they can have freedom to travel. If I had, if I had a choice, that wouldn't have happened. But if you are still married and you are having trouble with your marriage, my advice to you would be to try to make things work. Because if you can make things work and if you can keep your family, that beats everything else. But if you get to the point where you can't stay together, then you have to do what you have to do. But my advice would be try to stay together. But I'm gonna have to go because I have some stuff to do and I have to go for a swim. So I hope everybody has a wonderful Sunday. And it's hot over here. I'm gonna go for a swim and and hopefully the water is not too cold. But there's a lot of people here, and I like it when there's not a lot of people. And the lake that I was at last weekend, that would have been perfect. But I had to go somewhere else. I had to come up here and do some stuff. So right now, I do wish that I had gone back there. I didn't do it, and yeah. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna check. Maybe I can go for a swim. So everybody have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you again soon. So let me finish this, and goodbye, everybody.